I expect people will bear me, and inshallah, I'll try the best to share what I have in my experience and I have learned from the journey. So let me share some sort of presentation and a little about me. Engineer Shahab Khan, by profession or by degree, you can call me electrical engineer. But since the day of graduation, I'm entrepreneur. I'm out of my own field, but I'm satisfied that I'm contributing to the society. As I believe in entrepreneur as the person who do pay back to the society as well, because entrepreneurship is not something like to earn only. It's you will enjoy the by paying back to the society and creating something new in limited resources or ISI available resources. So I'm Amazon seller, selling on Amazon UK, US, and Germany since 2015. Along with that, I was eBay seller for some time. I've lived that. Along with that, Vanilla seller, FBA seller, and I have trained almost 5,000 students across the globe for e-commerce, especially how to sell on Amazon topic. So, first of all, in order to engage my audience, I would say, why are you here? You have to decide. Why are you listening us? You are not here to listen our success stories. You are not here to just pass the time. Believe me, such summits are blessings for you because a lot of entrepreneurs across the globe, a lot of experts, ID experts, educationists are just sharing their experiences with you. I'm not talking. The experience is talking here. I'm facing a lot of hurdles in the commerce industry since 2015. And from those hurdles, from those failures, I learned a lot of things. So my that experience is talking with you, not myself. So I expect, inshallah, I'll try the best to share why we are going towards e-commerce industry. Why e-commerce? First of all, why entrepreneurship? Why not jobs? If anyone from is doing job and here with us, so please don't mind. I'm preacher of entrepreneurship. I believe in that having own small business is much more better than seven figure of salary because in entrepreneurship in businesses you are doing actually what you want and you have freedom up to some extent. Freedom doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything and just enjoy the perks, but freedom means that you whatever you are going to do is for yourself and a lot of things you will have whatever you have my what you wish for. So why business? For me, being a Muslim, and a lot of people, we have Muslims here as well, although a lot of from different religions and different ethnicities. But just for me, business has perks, a lot of perks. So if we see, there's hadith narration for us, the Muslims, that uh, there's 90% of the sustenance is in business. And when we switch towards business rather than job mindset and like we become entrepreneurs. So I think in traditional industry, if I want to build a brand, that's impossible. For me to build a brand in traditional industry, that's impossible and impossible for 90% of the all of us because building a brand in traditional systems has too much fixed cost like cost which we don't need actually in entrepreneurship, sorry, e-commerce. So therefore I believe in that the modern entrepreneur should be linked with e-commerce and as the very famous quote of internet by Bill Gates that he said recently, if your business is not on internet then your business will be out of business soon. Why? If we talk a few years back, this was a myth. Like one can't consider that how is this possible that your business will be out of businesses? But COVID proved. If we do statistical analysis of COVID, pre-COVID, and post-COVID, you will get to find things that in COVID trends were changed. If I talk about only Amazon, If you compare the stats of 2019 returns by Amazon with 2020, you will be just amazed. There is exponential growth in the graph of sales in just 1 year. Why? Because I usually say, what is business? Business solution to a problem. In COVID, we recognize that there is a big problem for us that we can't leave our home. We can't go outside. But our necessities, our needs were not stopped. So there comes e-commerce, and e-commerce fulfilled all over those needs. So that's thing why we are talking about e-commerce. And in e-commerce, we said that there is no boundary. Sky is limit in e-commerce. I'm selling very small items on Amazon and other platforms. If I focus just towards Amazon, I'm selling a very small product, and that is cloth pegs. If we consider that for a traditional shop, no one can open a shop for cloth pegs only. But in e-commerce, I do that, and I'm making multi figures from that in sales. And when it comes to multi figures, pounds, dollars, then you can just calculate what that mean actually. So in e-commerce, sky is limit. Just first of all, I will say be entrepreneur and calculate things. Calculate your steps, whatever you are going to take. Then you will come to know that yes, if you want to meet your targets, then e-commerce is where to go. Why e-commerce? So it's global reach. You are not limited to some localities or something like that. For example, I belongs to Pakistan, and I believe in that we have community all over the world. Those Asian community which are using on our products or such products. Like for example, if I talk about pink salt, that's a very famous salt all over the world, and Pakistan is blessed to have the second largest mine of pink salt and the first finest mine of pink salt in Pakistan. So usually, if we remove e-commerce, then pink salt has no access to other marketplaces in such a huge way. I'm seeing a lot of products from Pakistan over there. In back in like if you say 90s or early 2000, this was a dream to have product from another country. But now that's not a dream actually. You can have any product from any part of the world which you want. Information density you have, social proof you have. For example, what about if I talk about social proof, you can have, like for example, I'm going to any restaurant across the world. I'm going to, let's suppose we have plans for Turkey. So I do read comments on hotels, on restaurants, on even in transportation, to decide for a better thing. E-commerce gives me this opportunity to see things from and decide on those facts and figures. You can do advanced payments options are there, 24 by 7 availability, and reduce management cost. Actually, the actual thing towards we are towards which we are very much interested in, like for example, which force us to take a step towards e-commerce is reduce management cost. If you do statistical analysis of the facts, for example, I'm building a brand for which I have to, first of all, open an outlet in which I will spend in millions, which every entrepreneur can't afford. So here you don't have any such fixed cost. You need just internet connections and like a few very common things which every person have now. So you can easily start from those. Here are some states in which we can see like the crazy sales. So let's see. Let's discuss why we are like studying these things. As this is a young entrepreneurship and leadership conference, so if you see in such in about these, if you study these steps, what you're finding, just think about. This is just retail e-commerce sales worldwide from 2014 to 2024. Actually, 2024 is prediction, and might not be that accurate, but this is a prediction. If I talk about Amazon sales in 2019, those were like $190 billion or 204, something like that. But the highest state that was share was $204 billion. And the sales in 2020 were 300 billion dollars. In 1 year, they got $100 billion rise in their sales. Why? Because the COVID, which was like a disaster in majority cases, but blessing for e-commerce industry actually, they proved that e-commerce is the future, and people switch towards it. And if I talk about myself, let's suppose I'm going towards my tailor, so I would think that going towards him, I need fueling, transportation, parking, a lot of things. And what if I call him on through online application and they come towards and just get an order and bring me the suit? That will be quite easy for me. So people are switching towards e-commerce. And the beautiful way is reason is that youth is empowered with such skills. Like if I talk about the subcontinent or majority of the world, all over the world, excluding few big economies, that youth is blessed to have internet skills. Like majority of our gurus of the industries, they don't have internet informations or access. Like they don't know how to properly utilize internet. We the youth, the youth, they know how to utilize. So we can do proper research and we can come along in parallel with big brands. Like for example, I started with $200 or $300 in 2015. Consider, can anyone build a brand by just investing $200? You can't do. And why that was possible? Because we did a proper research. We came to know that we need only these things. So we minimized the extra expenditure. So that was the beauty. Along with that, if we saw, we can see that we can start with a specific niche. Like for example, if I do research in a specific niche, let's suppose I'm going towards home and kitchen, I can build a brand after, like if I do a successful launch of single brand in that specific niche. So these are the few features, like you can read those. I'm just passing it because I want to discuss general things after those slides, in which I'm not that much interested. These are a few platforms. If I talk only about Amazon, Amazon is today's market leader. Why? Here my topic starts. Why Amazon? If we look at the list, there are a number of websites, platforms which are older than Amazon, but Amazon is a market leader. Why? Let me give you an example. If we have early 1990s kids here, Yahoo was a very famous website, and for us being Pakistani, uh, Yahoo was really an amazing platform. Today, no one used Yahoo. Why? Because they didn't adopted changes. They were working on traditional things. They were in comfort zone. So the point I'm talking about is, why are you coming towards e-commerce? Or if you want to be entrepreneur, then you must adopt changes. Don't follow footprints of others that they were going on that way and I have to go on that. So where is Yahoo today? They are nowhere. If I talk about Nokia, they were pioneers of mobile phone industry, and today's they are nowhere. They didn't anything wrong. The thing they did wrong was they didn't adopted changes. So if you want to be entrepreneur in this modern era, you must adopt changes. You must think, how can you differentiate yourself from others rather than following footprints? The name which my company has is BeOner. What does it mean? It means be unique, be outstanding. And the slogan which we have is better than best. Don't be best, be better than best. And that will be only when you don't follow footprints of others. So if you want to be a leader, if you want to be entrepreneur, then be like if I say be unique. Just study anything. And it's the most important thing for entrepreneur, they don't do daydreamings. A lot of people that come towards this e-commerce industry that just do daydreaming and like suddenly because being in touch with a lot of international students and local students as well, they just come and say, sir, you are getting this much sales out of this product. I want to start it. And they can consider that they can avail chapter 20 within a month. No, if one is going to start, they will have to start from the scratch. They must have goal in mind, but those goal will not only be that they shouldn't be only like daydreamings. Do proper research. What I do, before Alhamdulillah, I have a lot of successful launch across the globe, and being in the field for a long time, I the only thing behind my success is I do proper analysis. I don't invest in a product about which I can't predict my future. Like your plans might be failed, but the thing is, I don't care about my plan will fail or not. But the only thing for which I am responsible to do is to plan. And the basis for plannings are like, if I say, states, do study your thing and do market analysis, do your competitor analysis, uh, do find your potential of your product, do find potential of your product that is either hard or tangible or non-tangible, and do competition analysis as well. Just do calculation if you can compete with existing system or not. And if let's suppose there is no like there's very nominal competition or minimum competition or no competition, then see the demand, because I believe in competition means there is business. But I will have to find out, can I do that business? That is a very important point for me. Because if I just only stuck towards potential, then a lot of things have potential. For example, cold drink has potential all over the world, but can I beat Pepsi? Can I beat big brands like that? So along with potential, I need to calculate competitions, and along with that, or not only we are going towards less competitive products, but along we have to do what, we have to make a graph of competition and potential. If both match each other, we will do that product. So why Amazon? Why not other platforms? Like, I'm focused on Amazon. Why Amazon? Amazon is today's largest, biggest economy of the world, and in e-commerce, it's the largest online store, which did almost $500 billion of sales and a lot of potential to grow. Whatever there is, that is of Amazon, not us. So why we are discussing Amazon for e-commerce? And if I say I'm discussing Amazon because Amazon is a platform for us, and platform is blessing for you entrepreneurs, because grabbing customers, grabbing audience for your own website or own store is too much difficult. When you go towards platform, any platform, that is eBay, Vanilo, Shopify, whatever platform is that, uh, although I'm talking about Amazon, but platform is blessing. But when it comes towards Amazon, I say it's really a blessing. They facilitate us, they give us audience, they give us a very fine customer, they give us support facilities. For example, I'm sitting here in Pakistan and I'm the selling in United Kingdom and United States along with Germany. I don't have issue with my I don't have issue like that I will handle shipping hurdles or picking, packing, and shipping. A lot of things. I just put my inventory into FBA, Amazon warehouse, and they handle each and everything. Recently, eBay started fulfillment services with some third party, but Amazon was pioneer in the field, and they have grabbed the market, and they're growing very fast. So I suggest, if you have any tangible product, any tangible good, any tangible things that you want to sell in e-commerce, then start from Amazon, because they will give you a lot of customers which you don't need to capture. These are few stats Regarding Amazon, I will share these stats with you, and then you can study. There are different models on Amazon, like for example, private label, wholesale, and if you don't have investment in hand, then you can be a virtual assistant. But the thing is skill, right? So if you are going to be entrepreneur, if you are going to be a leader of your business or your organization or whatever, you must have skill in the hand. I don't say that you have to implement by yourself, but you must have skill at least to validate what people are doing for you. So these are few models from where we can like learn. So uh, these are things which you have to go through. But the thing is, again, I will come towards why entrepreneurship and why e-commerce. For the first time I am attending such a webinar in which I'm not comfortable because usually I do activities on students and attendees on conference attendance because I want to know their questions. I want to see how they are getting benefits or not. But unfortunately, I can't do that like that today because it's a webinar, not a real seminar. But let me discuss about entrepreneurship, or because leadership is very quite large thing. I can't explain that, but being an entrepreneur, I'm discussing that. In last session, panel discussion, they were talking about job deficiencies or something like that. Yes, if you look at big economies of the world, government isn't facilitating people for jobs because there are limitations in government sectors. And if we talk about industry, yes, we the industry can provide jobs. If I talk about myself, I'm graduate of 2015 and I have almost 40 plus members in my team. Consider if I go to a job, so all those 40 people, though they are linked with me, will go towards they will go. So entrepreneur is the person who create opportunities in the industry. So majority of us in the session are students. So I believe in you should change your mindset from getting them job. Degree is not for getting job. Please, this is a mindset all over the world because I am in interaction with a lot of people, excluding few well-reputed university students. They are focusing on entrepreneurship. Majority of people that think that after getting degree we will go towards job. Therefore, we are getting a lot of jobs issues in the marketplace because everyone is going for job. Everyone is going. If everyone goes towards job, who will provide the jobs? Entrepreneurship is the field where you provide jobs. You become job provider rather than job seeker. So being CEO BeOner and CEO BeOner, co-founder of BeOner, we are spreading entrepreneurship. We're spreading knowledge regarding entrepreneurship, specifically in e-commerce. Because why and e-commerce because everyone can start. We believe in if you have very less amount of investment, you can do that. You can start e-commerce business. That's which seems difficult in traditional system. So be leaders.